Boom. What's good? What's happening, everybody? It's your boy, Fares Muthana. Welcome to another great edition of Good Friends Better Off. This is a special edition because, guys, we won't be having a show tomorrow. We're doing a special show today because we're on a bye, and Dallas just played their game on Thursday night. If you're coming from that game, it was a tough loss for the Dallas Cowboys. They lost by 14, 44-30. What a tremendous play by DJ Reader to end the game on the interception. That was just a great play. Him and number two, I forgot who number two was. I'll find out who that is in a minute, but let's get right into it. This because the game that happened. Um, Dallas is still Dallas. They'll drop 30, but that defense will give up 40. Caleb, any other things that caught your eye that's different, or is it just the same old, same old?
It's mostly due to Eberflus. I mean, that he's got the talent now, at least more talent than he had at the beginning of the season. Because in those early games in the first half, you can give him a little bit of the benefit of doubt, saying, okay, he just doesn't have a lot to work with, and that's why the defense is bad. Um, but now he does have some talent, and he still can't get it going, and it's because your scheme sucks. You can't coach, and it's not working. You're playing these man corners in the zone, and you're letting the receivers catch every single ball because they're so off, and they literally just open all the time. And Jared Goff just sit back and throw it to everybody because everybody was open and everybody was catching it. And because you have a terrible scheme. You have a terrible scheme. We got a little bit of pressure in the beginning, then it didn't happen at all. Mostly because Jared Goff was getting the ball out because he found open receivers all the time. So yeah, I put it on Eberflus. He should have been fired, but everybody wanted to make up excuses for him because the talent was so poor. But it proves it now. Like you have the guys, and you still can't do nothing with it because you suck.
Well, speaking of Caleb, one of the touchdown passes right to Isaac Tesla in the back corner. Is that Eberflus's fault, or is that Siobhan Ravel's fault for not
It's
getting
his fault
depth?
for not playing, for not being playing him as a man corner, which he is.
Yeah, he's playing zone. But
Yeah,
no, but I know here's the thing, Caleb. But how is it? How is it a hard concept to figure out? Even if you're a man corner, if you're playing zone, and growing up, this is what I was told when I was playing. I played outside linebacker and defensive end. They said when you're in your zone and there's no one in front of you and it's just grass, you get depth. You got to get deep, right? Because no one's in front of you. Siobhan Ravel, no one was in front of him. Tesla's behind him. Why isn't he getting depth? Is it
he's
because
so
the safety,
lucky,
like,
and he's
wait,
like
it is his
played like
third
his
game.
third
This is his third
game.
game, right?
That's
It is his
why,
third game, yeah. But also, too,
and his
where's the
third game in
safety?
like 2 years.
Where's the safety? Where's the safety? Was he not getting
Well,
his
yeah,
safety help?
oh no, he's not. I mean, that's the other. I mean, the DB's played horrible all the way
Yes.
around. I mean, the safety play has been awful. Again, we can blame it on the injuries, but now they're back and they're still playing terrible.
Mhm.
So yeah, the safety play has been a huge problem this season. And yeah, I mean, they're not helping the corners. That's why the corners look so bad. It's not all on the corners, it's also on the safeties because they're expecting some help a lot of the time, and they get none. They don't get any help from the safeties because they have no idea what the hell they're doing, and it's because this scheme sucks.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Like we could, I was about to say with Siobhan Ravel, right? He's in zone, and he's in his zone. It looks like it's his fault, right? Because Isaac Tesla is wide open, and he gets some depth, and he sticks his hand up, and it just misses it because it was a good ball by Jared Goff. The thing you want to ask yourself is, was he supposed to get safety help in the back? If he wasn't, then it is his fault. But if he was, it's one of your safeties, either Marquise Bell or Malik Hooker, and they're not doing their jobs in the back. And the way we know about Matt Eberflus, that's probably the safety's fault because y'all run too high, right? Y'all run too high, and they're just always roaming back there. How does Isaac Tesla just flow free? If they overloaded one side, maybe I have to relook at the all 22, but it looks like Tesla is he's just free and clear. Oh, they just replayed it. They just replayed it right here. I have the post game on right now. I'm about to show you. Let's see the replay. So it's duos, 2 and 2. So Tesla is the inside man. We talk about bad DB play, right? So Tesla is the inside man. He's bouncing outside. And zero. Who's zero? Overshown gets into the flats because Gibbs. Boom, perfect. J-Mo cuts inside. Safety pulls onto J-Mo because you got to stop Jameson Williams. And Ravel here's the thing about Ravel. I paused it right here, Caleb. I'm watching it right now. I know a lot of people are not watching what I'm watching, but I'm telling you right now, he's backfield watching. He's not looking at Isaac Tesla. And I think that just comes down to it's his 4th game in 2 years.
Yeah.
And because J-Mo cuts inside, safety got to come up. And then, you know what I mean? Deron Bland, he's doing what Siobhan Ravel's doing. They're literally at the same length of their zone. They are literally together. And the safety has to, because it's J-Mo, and Ravel has to get Isaac Tesla. And it's just miscommunication. It's inexperience. And it's bad game planning. It's not one or the other. It's all three at the same time.
Yeah, and then what's also on the players is that they got no pass rush. They did horrible tackling. They could not get Gibbs down or Montgomery. They were running through him, and they couldn't bring him down. I mean, that's just about technique, effort, all the things, and they looked terrible. They were tackling terrible. Like I said, more linebacker problems. And so that's been an issue, and we got to get better in that position because it's just not good right now. And I don't know where the defensive line was at. The defensive line had been playing well, and they played pretty good to begin with, and then they just fell off, and there was just nothing. So it's just the defense was completely garbage all the way around. I mean, they left 44 points, and it looked pretty damn easy every single time.
It looked like week two Cowboys.
Yeah.
Week 2 Cowboys. That's what it is. Unfortunately, they weren't against the New York Giants defense. They were, against a defense that actually had a good defensive coordinator that drew up a good plan. You know what I mean? So there's that.
Yeah, and then on offense, they just couldn't score in the red zone. Like a lot of field goals, 5 field goals, and that's what lost this game. If we score a couple of those touchdowns, we might even win. But that's the thing. It's just all on the offense to perform, and they were doing, the best they could. I mean, they scored 30 points. I mean, that's pretty damn good. They should have scored more because they were in position to. They moved the ball all game pretty easily. I mean, Dak had some, wide open passes that he was getting to, but then CeeDee Lamb goes out. But it wasn't really that much of a detractor because Flanoy had an awesome game.
Yes. You're starting to see, Caleb, right? In the NFL, your defense doesn't have to be good at everything. I'm sorry. It has to be good at some things, right, Caleb? So I don't know, because you probably either you watched the Giants against the Bears or you didn't, because I think that the Cowboys were in the 1:00 window or they're in prime time. So when the Giants were against the Bears, the announcers on Fox kept saying this: Bears defense stinks, but on third downs, they're the best in the league. That's what they were saying. It was Jonathan Vilma. Jonathan Vilma was saying Bears defense isn't very good. It's okay to fine. Sometimes it's bad. But on third downs, they're pretty good. So Dallas doesn't even need a great defense, Caleb. They need an average defense. They need a fine defense.
That's what we thought we had for
Yes.
at least a few weeks, and it was just completely all the momentum that we had and all the improvement that we saw just came to a complete halt. Yeah, because he just couldn't do anything. They literally could not do anything right. But honestly, as bad as the defense played, the offensive line played just as bad. Offensive line was garbage tonight. I mean, they let Dak get sacked for five sacks. We didn't do much in the run game. I mean, it was bad yards per average, 3.8 for the entire team. Because we weren't doing anything to open
91 yards overall.
I mean, I thought that was gonna be something we could lean on. We could push them around a little bit, but that did not happen at all. I mean, they got right through the left tackle, the right tackle.
Time out. You thought you were gonna push around this defense line? Who the hell told you that?
Because our offensive line had been looking good. I mean, for the last 2 games, we've been doing that
against the defensive line.
Better defenses.
Is Kansas City a better defense?
Yeah, Kansas City's a better defense, and the Eagles are definitely a better defense.
Okay.
So
I think people are underestimating the Lions' defense because they have a lot of people. They have injuries, but
exactly. So why would we not?
But here's the thing. No, but here's the thing, Caleb. They have now. Here's the thing about what happened in this game. They're back, and they have one injury now. It's just Kirby Joseph. But Brian Branch is back. Amik Robinson's back. Terrion Arnold is injured, but he was never really a factor because he's hit or miss sometimes. So Amik Robinson is now cornerback 1. He's been cornerback 1 for a couple of weeks, to that. But I don't think their linebackers were fully healthy. They're pretty solid. They have 3 very underrated, probably one of the best trio of linebackers in the NFL that no one really talks about. Jack Campbell, Alex Anzalone, and Derek Barnes. Those 3 guys together, they're all a little different. They all match each other. I'm sorry, but Jack Campbell got that safety. That was a safety, but they overturned it somehow. I don't know why.
Because the ball was over the line.
Yeah, so it was a safety. It was over the line.
No, it was over the line as in it's on the field of play when he got contacted.
No, not the angle.
Yes, it was.
Not the angle TNF was using.
And the angle was like he was literally over the line.
Man, you know what sucks, man? We were talking about using our sound bites and stuff, but y'all couldn't win, so I can't use my Dallas sound bites. See, you know what? This defense is this, Caleb.
But they are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
Dallas defense. We knew it. We knew what they were. We knew it. But we were a little too high for these last 2 games. Oh, they beat Philly. They beat Kansas City. Oh, the team is looking different. And then guess what happened? Y'all got slapped around by Detroit defensively. Not offensively, defensively. You gave up 44 points. And you know what? Here's the thing too, man. You still gave up 28 points to Kansas City. Right? And with Philly, matching that their offense is in shambles, as well as Dak Prescott's voodoo magic against the NFC East, we should have saw that as a win. But, it is what it is. See, right, D-Weezy, it's situational defense is key today. And, see, Carolina gave up 21 first-half points, only second in the second half, won 31-28. Exactly. Like that Bears game blew my mind where Jonathan Vilma kept saying they're not a good defense. But on third down, they're the best defense in the league. And that's how they won. Oh, and our QB got a concussion. But that's how they won. They got off on third down. They get off on third down. They don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And then the one of the biggest problems is the penalties. We had so many penalties. One of the most penalized teams in the league. We are always, every year we are. I don't know why we can never get that fixed, no matter what.
7 for 76. But here's the thing, Caleb, too, right? You bring up the penalties, right?
That's every single season, though.
Actually, here's the thing. The Lions had more penalties than you. They had 8. But the thing is, it's the type of penalties. They had 50 yards in penalty yards. You had 76. It's which penalties you get. Holds that derail drives, pass interferences that derail drives. Those are the penalties that bad teams always get because they're bad and they can't. You know what I
You
mean?
get the roughing and passer. That was stupid. Shouldn't have been doing that. We get the hands to the face that negates the pass interference on Pickens.
Mm-hmm.
That would have put us right back in the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get a horrible call on Ferguson saying that's off of the pass interference when literally did nothing. I mean, all he does is get by the guy and they call that pass interference. So a lot of dumb penalties, a lot of stuff that was just caused by us and made mistakes. So that killed a lot of the drives and resulted in the reason why a lot of the drives ended in field goals because of those penalties. And that's why we couldn't.
Yeah, because it's a guaranteed 3 points when you cross the 50-yard line. It's a guaranteed 3 points at least for everybody. But you're now 6-1. You brought back down to earth. You have 4 games. Is it? No.
4 games left.
4 games left. Let's look at the schedule. We have the schedule here. Vikings, Chargers, Washington, New York. You win those 4 games, you're 10-6-1. You could still be in the playoffs.
I doubt it though.
Yeah. Well, Minnesota's Minnesota. I mean, it's
I don't doubt that we can't win those all. I doubt that 10-6-1 is going to be good enough.
Yeah, because the Niners right now are 9-5. Detroit's 8-5. But Caleb, does Philly win the division?
I mean, they're so ahead that it's gonna be a complete collapse.
Yeah, let's check.
I don't see that happening because they play the Raiders.
Yeah, they do play the Raiders. Yeah, but let's look at the schedule here for Philly, right? So the last 4 games for Philly are Raiders, Commanders, Bills, Commanders. Yeah, that should be 3 wins. Should be 3 wins.
Jaden Daniels has come back though, so
it should be 3 wins.
Some hope there.
Yeah, so there's that because Philly right now is they're 8-4.
They would just have to have a complete collapse, but
because if they win three of these matchups, they're 11-4. They win the division. And if let's say you win 4 in a row, because the last 2 games it's the NFC East. Dak Prescott literally doesn't lose to them. Period. He sold a goat to the devil. I don't know why. He just owns everybody. Even when Dallas isn't good, he still beats them. That's 4. Let's say he wins 4 in a row. If the Eagles, if they don't win 3 out of the 4, it ain't. You know what I mean? It ain't good. It ain't good. And do you own the tiebreak?
There is no tiebreak.
What do you mean?
There's no tiebreak because we have a tie.
Oh, so yeah, they're going to be 10-6. You'll be 10-6-1.
We have a better record, or we don't.
Yes,
that's it. Yeah. There is no tiebreak.
You need them to win at least only win one of the next 4 games.
It's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen, man. Well, it is what it is, Caleb. But you know what, Caleb? Crazier things have happened. So we'll see.
What crazier things?
I don't know. I'm just trying to give you hope here.
There's no hope.
Okay, all right.
Wait, this was the game. This is the game we had to win. Out of any of the games, we had to beat the Lions. And we didn't. I mean, we had our chances. We got the game down by 3 points. We were in range, and what did we do? We just let them right down the field and score on us.
Yeah.
I mean, the game was right there. The game could have been had. We could have won this game, and we just couldn't get a damn stop. And that's why he said all season, we just need a couple stops. Could not get them, so we lose.
Mm-hmm. Jay says, just bottle up A.J. Brown, get him whining again. Whole team becomes fed up, unfocused. Cowboys win. Yep. So someone should, sabotage the Eagles that way. Be like, hey man, Jalen Hurts still doesn't like
I mean,
you.
we don't want JJ to be bottled up. He's been doing good, and they've been losing.
AJ
Yeah, I mean, he's had 2 great games, and they've lost them
still
both.
lost. Yeah, in the games he
So
stunk.
we want him to go off.
Yeah, the games he stunk, they won.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's true. True. Yeah, man. Here's the thing too is Caleb. You guys don't make the playoffs. Y'all keep losing this way. Do you guys retain the free agents you want to retain? Do they want to come back? It's kind of because
I think so because
money talks. All right, so money talks.
yeah,
But
that's
here's the thing too.
But
But if you can get a similar deal,
I think if we finish strong, then I think I think they'll believe in this team that we can do better next season.
yeah, I guess But with George and Devontae,
I mean,
agree
that's
with
just
that
purely about money.
yeah,
I mean, that's what I was more. Yeah, well, I was thinking more about Javonte than George Pickens. George is about money. I think Javonte, if he believes that we can do something more next season, then he wants to.
Does he believe the defense will be better next season? That's the thing. Offense is the offense. The offense hums when it hums.
That's why I'm saying, like, as long as he knows he's getting his yards and his production's going and everything's going good in offense, why would he not want to be a part of that?
Yeah. But but the reason the greatest show on turf is, remember, they at least won 1 Super Bowl. Imagine the greatest show on turf is the greatest show on turf with 0 Super Bowls. It's just a bunch of dudes playing great offense.
I mean, that's the Patriots of 2007.
Yeah, see?
But people still remember that.
Yeah, no, they remember that more because of the epic collapse in the Super Bowl.
No, they don't. They remember because it was a great season and they just lost.
Not most people. Patriots
What do you
fans,
know
maybe.
that most people?
Patriots
remember.
fans, maybe. But
What
you
are
think
talking about? I remember it, and I'm not a Patriots fan.
How many touchdowns did Randy Moss have?
Like 20 some. I don't know.
23.
See, I knew it was in the 20s.
Yeah, okay, fine. But no, here's the thing. But like, why would you want to remember that season?
See, even you remember. So what are you talking about? Nobody remembers.
Because
We literally have 2 people who remember.
I remember.
2 people here remember.
Well, 1, my brother is a Patriots fan, so I had to remember. And 2, I just remember stuff that I shouldn't because it's just random BS. So who cares? But I remember that season because I can't believe you lost to the Giants. You stink. Giants were an average team that year. Defense was average, offense was average, and you lost. Shout to Eli Manning.
Is that a point for the college football playoff that you can be an underdog and still win the championship?
I don't think the college football playoff cares about it like that no more.
I know they don't care. That's the point. That's the point I'm making.
Yeah,
that's what they don't want to put in the.
They don't want to put BYU. Notre Dame shouldn't be in the playoff. Them and Alabama should not be in the playoff. Like, they shouldn't be in the playoff. You can't be above someone who beat you. Miami and Notre Dame have the same resume, but Miami beat Notre Dame. You put Miami in, and you don't put Notre Dame in. Alabama has the worst loss out of everyone in the playoffs. Where is Florida State right now? And Florida State beat them. Okay, now we're talking college football because I actually don't want to talk about the alleged game on Monday night.
Well, I'm just saying. I was just making the point because they always talk about, we want to find the best teams to be in the playoff, but I like that's not always the case in the NFL. Like, the best team doesn't always win. I mean, the Giants are a perfect example. They were not the best team, but they still won the Super Bowl, and they deserve it because they won.
Exactly. Alabama lost 31-17. They got beat by Florida State by double digits, and they're still in the playoff. It's despicable. It's despicable, and it's ESPN SEC propaganda. They should not be in the playoffs. BYU should be in the playoffs. They're in their conference championship. You know what I mean? Also, too, apparently, hold up, conference champion automatic bid. Oh, the top 5 conference champions get Okay, that's why. Yeah. So the SEC needs Virginia to win this week because they'll be ranked higher than James Madison. But depending on if James Madison wins their conversation, yeah. So it's enough college football. All right, what are we doing? All right, you know what? We're gonna create a college football segment in the future. So be on the lookout for that little segment, like 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes, where we talk about college football.
The season's literally over. I mean,
we can still talk about it. The playoffs. We can talk about the playoffs.
okay.
Yeah, we can talk about the playoffs. But yeah. Any other notes of Thursday night? And
That was a bad loss. I mean, this, like I said, it was our chance to. We needed to win the ball, and as soon as we like everybody said, as soon as there's expectations, we lose.
Oh, you watch Hard Knocks this week?
No, I did not.
Good.
Why? What happened to Hard Knocks?
So it starts from this from Thanksgiving till now. So
so the Giants.
Yeah. So funny enough, Caleb, they end episode 1 of Hard Knocks with Jackson Dart getting smacked. Like that's how they end Hard Knocks.
Damn.
That hit. They end it with Hard Knocks like that, and then it cuts to black. I'm like, wait, that's how you end episode 1?
Okay, I guess that's a transition into the Giants game.
Maybe. Well,
okay.
alleged game. Let's talk
your
about that.
Quarterback's an idiot.
Yes, he is an idiot. So that was all his fault. Because if he just stepped out of bounds, it's 3rd and 1.
But he doesn't want to step out of bounds.
That's what I'm saying. It's his fault, right? People be like, oh, because the problem is, right, when he doesn't step out of bounds and he gets lit up, right? Code of conduct in football period. You go after the guy who smacked your quarterback. So Theo Johnson goes after Christian Ellis. But unfortunately, because it was a legal hit, he was still in bounds. The flag was on Theo Johnson for unnecessary roughness. So instead of 3rd and 1, it's 3rd and 16.
Yeah.
Jackson Dart, that was all on him. That was his fault.
He needs to go after Jackson Dart and push him around and say, what the hell are you doing?
Exactly. Someone needs to take him aside. Like, dude, what was that? Just if he steps out of bounds, it's 3rd and 1. It's 3rd and 1. It's 7-0. It's 3rd and 1. The game ain't over. Game is fine. And it's 3rd and 1. Why did he tried to, because he thought he had grass. He tried to tiptoe on the sideline and have grass. And Mike Vrabel, there was a press conference clip of him. He has a show on one of the local networks where he says, I've told our team, if you see a QB tiptoe on the sideline, you lay him out. Patrick Mahomes, have the Patriots played Patrick Mahomes? No, they haven't this year.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Patrick Mahomes, this is his fault. And if he tries to do it against the New England, they have full green light from Mike Vrabel to take his head off. And they're going to. Mike Vrabel, huh?
He'll get the flag though.
Exactly. That's the thing. Here's the thing people kept saying, like, people blame Jackson Dart for this, but everyone kept saying, but if it was Patrick Mahomes, he would get the flag. If it was Patrick Mahomes, he would get the flag. And you know what? Maybe, But it was a legal hit. His foot was still in bounds. He was still in bounds. It was a legal hit by Christian Ellis.
That doesn't matter with Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, with Patrick Mahomes, it doesn't matter. But I guess with Jackson Dart, it does too. Christian Ellis' second hit, that's a different story. That was pure dirt. That was dirty. Because last night someone told me, like, oh, as a runner, you don't have protection from helmet to helmet. I was like, yeah, you do. As a runner, you do. Because the rule is you can't initiate contact with your helmet, and the guy can't initiate contact with his helmet. Gunnar Olszewski is going down on the kickoff. He's being tackled. So he's not initiating anything with his head. If he was initiating it with his head, and then he got smacked in his head, that's Gunnar Olszewski's fault. But Olszewski was being tackled, Caleb. So how am I supposed to initiate contact with my head if I'm being tackled? Ellis initiates contact with his head and knocks out Gunnar. Caleb, you know how bad that hit was, Caleb?
It was pretty bad. They were hitting hard in that game.
The decal N off of the NY fell off the helmet.
Yeah.
So that should have been penalized. That should have been penalized. Because if Gunner used his head and initiated the contact, he's not protected because you initiated the contact. He's not protected. But Gunner didn't initiate the contact. He was being tackled, and Ellis rams his head into Gunner's head. That's the one hit where I'm like, that I don't agree with. The Harold Landry thing where Jackson slides and Harold comes in. It's not like Harold Landry hits Jackson Dart in the face. His bicep hits his head. His bicep hits his head. His hand hits the head. Whatever, man. It's football. It happens. And you're sliding. So the hit marker, like, it's different. If drops, sometimes you get it doesn't matter. But here's what happened during the game, Caleb, right? It's 30-37 entering the fourth quarter. First play of the fourth quarter, Caleb. Giants score. They go for 2. It's 15-30. Lead is chopped by 15. Defense gets a stop the very next play. The very next drive, they get a stop. So I'm like, oh, okay. It's still 13 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You're down 15. It's 3rd and 8. So I'm assuming you're down 15. It's the fourth quarter. It's 3rd and 8. 2 down territory. Because you know this defense ain't stopping nobody. It's 2 down territory. They get 0 yards. They punt the ball on 4th and 8 because they don't do a play on 3rd and 8 to keep the drive going. Mike Kafka gave up. He pulled out his white flag and said, "I'm done. I'm done. I don't want to win this game. I just don't want it to look like I'm being blown out by that much." He gave up. And if you wanted a head coaching job, if you wanted this head coaching job, if you wanted any head coaching job, you just kind of you burned it and threw it in the trash. Because everyone's watching primetime games, Caleb. We're watching them. Teams are watching them. Executives are watching. Everyone's watching them because it's the only game on. It's the only game. They saw Mike Kafka give up. They saw him give up. It's 3rd and 8. If you do 2 down territory, you don't call that passing play on 3rd down. You call a run play to get 3 or 4 yards to make 4th down, 4th and 5, 4th and 6, 4th and manageable. But you tried to get the 3rd down you tried to get the 8 yards all in one play. Because you're like, if we don't get this here, it's over. They don't get it. Everyone and their mother, Troy Aikman, Joe Buck, the players, me, my grandma, my mom, my aunt, we're yelling, "Go for it." You're down 15, you're 2-10, who cares? Go for it. And he says, "No, I'm going to punt." He gave up. He gave up. And he then called the rest of the game like that. Not enough passing plays. More running. They were chopping down the clock. He gave up. He didn't want to win the game. You're 2-10. Who cares? Go for it. We get a top 5 pick anyway. We're going to draft one of the receivers. We don't need the number 1 pick. We don't need the number 2 pick.
I mean, you sure about that?
You think Carnell Tate and Jordan Tyson are going to go in the 1st and 2nd picks in the draft, Caleb?
No. Dude,
All right, then stop saying dumb stuff. Huh?
You just might need a new quarterback.
Oh, no, we're good. We're good.
How are you good? Your quarterback's a moron.
Well, yeah, but he's definitely better than Ty Simpson and Fernando Mendoza.
Yeah, but at least they'll be on the field.
That can be adjusted.
How can that be adjusted? He literally said in his press conference he's not changing the way he's going to play.
Well, he's gonna start sliding more. It's fine.
He literally said the opposite. It
will be fixed.
How is it going to be fixed? He said he ain't fixing nothing. He said he's going to go out there.
He said it. He said it in the heat of the moment. He was being annoyed by the press. He said it in the heat of the moment, but he'll fix it. I trust him.
He's not gonna fix nothing.
Yeah, he will fix it.
He's not gonna fix nothing.
Yes, he will. I trust him. Yeah, but they told me there was a game, but I saw Mike Kafka give up, and he didn't want to call the rest of the game that way. Charlie Bullard had some good moments for that defense, but at the end, a lot of times they had short fields. So that's a special teams problem because Marcus Jones looked like he could take it to the house at any moment. So the special teams unit wasn't doing their job. Don't even get me started what happened with Younghoe Koo. I don't know how that happens. I don't know how that happens.
Put in the ground.
He literally his foot literally stuck in the ground. And that's the thing, Caleb. Their entire offense all night, they had short fields. Their starting position was the 40, the 50, touchdown by Marcus Jones. Like one of the touchdowns was a special teams touchdown. Like they had short fields to work with. Of course, the defense and the offense didn't help because having to punt it and go for it, and and it just didn't work. And you gave up because your defense gave you a stop, Caleb. You scored, then your defense gave you a stop in the fourth quarter. Momentum is building. And you then said, "Nah, I'm good. I don't want to play. I'm fine. I'm good. I don't want to be a head coach in this league. My name is Mike Kafka, and I gave up." That's what he did. They beat us up physically, mentally. They are tougher than us. They slapped us around. And of course, they're a better coach team than us because Mike Vrabel is a better coach. The reason he left Tennessee isn't because of he can't coach no more. He left Tennessee because he hated the GM. The GM didn't like him. He also hated the owner, and he left. It wasn't because, he don't know how to coach anymore. And then look you gave him Drake May. Look, Drake May, man. Dude, it looked like he was playing Sunday League football. Some of those passes, Caleb, were just so smooth. He was just whoosh, bang, zip, zoom, over the top. His fade ball to Kayshon Boutte. Oh, my God. Perfection. His other touchdown pass to, I don't know who it was. I think it was DeMario Douglas.
That's the point. And he's throwing to guys like Kayshon Boutte and DeMario Douglas.
Yeah. The thing with Kayshon Boutte is he was supposed to be the next LSU wide receiver, and then his last year was Brian Kelly's first year, so it didn't pan out. I want to know who that other touchdown pass was to. He had 2 touchdown passes. It was Kyle Williams, the rookie. It was like this route where Paulson Adebo, man, it was some good coverage, but then Drake just put it just on a platter for Kyle Williams. It was perfect, man. It was perfect. And, Ohio State Indiana's going to be moving. Shout out to Jay to 6. He says, just how Nick Scorton laid out for Stafford on that, exactly. That's why, you don't want your QB to do any of that nonsense. Out of the 3 quarterbacks in that draft, people said the guy with the biggest potential was him, but he was the rawest out of all 3 of them, but he was the one that's going to be the best. And that's why people are upset at Joe Shane for, they don't think the package was good enough for Drake May. You could send them a package, and if they say no to it, okay, fine, they say no to it. But the package that was rumored to have been sent to them, people were like, that's not good enough. If you send them a good package of picks and players, and they still say no, well, you know what? Then they said no. What can I do? They said no. But he didn't do a good enough, sample. Other big news that came out after the game, Caleb. He has his weekly press conference. He had it after the game. I didn't watch the press conference, Caleb. You know why I couldn't watch the press conference?
Why is that?
Because it was so bad that they took it down before I could watch it. That's how bad it was. He was being ripped apart from every single direction, Joe Shane was. Pat Leonard was going after him. Dan Duggan was going after him. They wanted answers. And they were like, hey, you fired Brian Daboll. You fired Shane Bowen. The buck stops with you, buddy. We're not going to blame Charlie Bullard on the bad defense. He just got here. And he's never been a defensive coordinator. Mike Kafka gave up, but it's your team now. But in the press conference, he tried to weasel. And let's just say he did something I think the ownership is not going to like. Where he basically said, I didn't fire Brian Daboll. That was an ownership decision.
How was that an ownership decision?
That's what he basically said in his press conference. And you know one thing that ownership doesn't like? They don't like being blamed by their GM.
Well, that's just dumb. Like, it should be your decision. That was the right decision. He should be fired. So why would you not take responsibility for that?
Because at one point, like, who do you blame? Are you blame the players or you blame Brian Daboll? The players are not in positions to finish out games. Like I understand, like, we're not an extremely talented team, but we're a team that has some good players. It's not like everyone on our team is a scrub, right? Your coach mismanaged one of your star rookies. He doesn't know how to use Abdul Carter. Your defense coordinator doesn't know how to do that. Doesn't know how to use him. That's a bad thing. That's bad on your part and Brian Daboll's part for finding a defensive coordinator that can't maximize him.
That's if he is that good.
Yeah, if he's that good. At this point, I don't know if he is, but he had a fine game against New England.
I mean, he was benched again.
Yes, he was benched for the first quarter. He missed the
porn.
Huh?
For watching porn in the.
No, that was a fake tweet, Caleb. He missed the special teams meeting. That's what happened.
I mean,
he missed the special teams meeting.
He was watching porn during the meeting.
No, because he wasn't at the meeting.
But he could have been at the meeting, and he could have been watching porn during.
No, he didn't, Caleb. Stop being stupid, okay?
Why is that stupid?
Because that account's not a real reporter.
It could happen.
Yeah, but we don't know. But the report from Dan Duggan,
we don't know. It could happen.
But the report from Dan Duggan from the coaches, they said he missed a special teams meeting.
The coaches can say whatever the hell they want.
You know what? That's true.
What happened is something totally different.
All right, man. Enough with your propaganda, bro. Because I need to head out here. Because I have another stream to go to. You need to calm down here. There's no preview for the Giants this week because we're on bye. Cowboys just played their game for this week. We just reviewed it. Yeah. Our teams suck.
I mean, yours sucks worse.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, of course, my team stinks more, but we both stink. You know,
I mean, our defense stinks. I would say the whole team stinks.
Yeah, okay. You're average because you're 6-6-1. You're average.
I'll take it.
You're average. We stink and you're average. But in the minds of Cowboys fans, average is we stink. So there's that.
No, no, average is average.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that. But on that note, tell people where they can find you, Caleb.
You find me at NFL Caleb 22 on Instagram and Twitter /X. And you can find me on this channel doing Bet on the NFL on Wednesdays at 8 o'clock. I had a great week. I've had 3 winning weeks in a row. Didn't start the week off right good, but it doesn't mean we can't recover and still have a winning week this week.
Yeah. My name is Fares Muthana. You find me at Fares Muthana on X and Twitter. Today, guys, literally in 4 minutes, go to the post-credit channel. That's our sister channel. Me and Adelia are going to do our Rewatchers Council watch-alongs of the Twin Towers, Lord of the Rings. No. Fellowship of the Ring, the Lord of the Rings series. So be over there. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe over there, as well as hit the like and subscribe over here. We're at 261 subscribers. We're trying to get to 300. we're 39 away. So hit that like, hit that subscribe. We appreciate it. But on that note, see you guys next week. Have a wonderful time and stay safe.